potential COVID normal summer, whatever that is. Yeah, we're going to be hearing from Daniel Andrews shortly, Chris, to hear about the new restrictions. They were certainly lifted, last week in place of tomorrow in New South Wales, including dancing, which I know Tim's looking forward to. But what do you think Daniel Andrews is going to say?
Well, firstly, do you want me to tell you about Tim Gilbert and dancing? No, I won't go through that.
We don't.
Okay. Look, I think what they've done with masks in Victoria has actually been one of the positives out of their handling of the coronavirus. And if you think about what's gone on in Sydney in recent days, the latest infection we had was a woman who worked in hotel quarantine and also worked at another hotel and took 12 train trips and also some light rail trips as well. She wore a mask throughout that entire period. And what they're saying is that they have sent as many people as they could possibly find who spent time with her to go and get tested in the last 48 hours, and there have been no positive infections. So it may be as simple as her wearing that mask and being in, public transport and not spreading the virus. Now, this is probably also a reflection of what occurred in Victoria. And although, they've had some terrible mismanagement of hotel quarantine, this may be Victoria's masterstroke with masks. But today, I would have thought Victorians are looking forward to having that lifted.
Oh, absolutely. And having family down there, every little marker that has opened up for them has been extraordinary, and they're looking forward to Christmas. Now, Chris, heading overseas, we often say colloquially here in Australia, only in America. Here we have President Donald Trump going to Georgia, posting as a victory rally when he actually lost the election.
Yeah, it's fairly bizarre. He has been known to be bizarre before, of course, but no more bizarre than the way he's carrying on at the moment. Look, the bloke has enough evidence and enough statutory declarations to show that there was voter fraud, but nowhere near enough to change the result of the election. And someone within the Republican Party, before the Republican Party is damaged permanently, has to get it through his head that he needs to concede. Now, he's talking about this happening on the 20th of December. Look, I would have thought it's got to happen sooner than that because it's now getting a tad embarrassing. And if you're going to unite America, we know how divided America is. Someone has to be able to say, hang on, look at the statistics, look at what the state jurisdictions have come up with in terms of evidence related to voter fraud. It is not enough. Joe Biden was the winner. Let's get on with it. And for the Republicans, let's rebuild the party in a strong, convivial way. And I don't think any of what Donald Trump is doing in the last 2 weeks is doing anything for the country. And I don't know. I don't know where the Republican Party sits after all of this. Not in a very good position. And I think he should be doing the right thing as soon as possible.
Chris, the UK and EU have returned to the negotiating table, trying to settle on a post-Brexit trade deal. What do you think is going to happen?
Yes, it's weird, isn't it? We interrupt this pandemic to return to our normal programming. And that's what's exactly happening. But among the things that they can't come to terms with or can't agree on, apart from business sanctions, are the fact that there are fishing rights that need to be sorted out. You would have thought somehow they wouldn't have had a barrier standing in the way of a proper Brexit that involved fishing rights. But these apparently are rights that can't be sorted out because there are too many different ideas about how, you can fish in restricted waters and you can fish in someone else's territory. It's amazing that this is all pulled up based on that. And there's no sign this morning, apparently. The latest reports 2 hours ago say that that has still not been sorted out. The big things in life, eh?
Oh, it's a melodrama. How to catch a monkfish. Now, look, it's not a light subject, but we have to have a smile about all things. Sputnik V, it's the Russian vaccine. And when the vaccine sort of came out of nowhere within a week and a half of starting trials, a lot of people started to say Sputnik V, does V mean vodka?
Yeah, it must. And I love the idea that those who get the vaccination can't leave the clinic for 30 minutes. Like, what's that about? They might grow another head or something.
Oh,
there's been no widespread clinical trial of this, no widespread clinical trial. They have done trials, but you just think, talk about, a keystone vaccine. you just worry that this is going to end badly for the Russians. And they also say that it's voluntary. Nothing is voluntary in Russia. You will be forced to do what you're told to do. Look, a great thing for Australia is when it comes to the UK and Russia, and for that matter, the United States, we get a chance to watch the process of rolling out a vaccine, which will give us an indication of how successful ours is and what we've got to be careful of. And they can be the guinea pigs. They can go first. I think we're in a pretty good position in this country.
Well, it's meant to be 92% accurate, and so we'll see what's happened. I would let you take it first. I'll be that polite and I'll let you take it.
I'll be your official vaccination tester. Chris, tonight, what's on the show, mate? It's I sit there on the couch every Sunday night. Tell us what's on Chris Smith and Friends tonight here on Sky News.
No, we've got a Chris Smith and Friends free zone from now because I'm doing Monday to Friday in Andrew Bolt's time slot. They've given me a little bit of a break on the Sunday night program, so we're having time off until the latter part of January. So I'm sorry to disappoint people, but we've had a wow of a year and met some fabulous people, and I've enjoyed it immensely.